Welcome to Insights, America. Thanks for joining us here. We're going to talk about natural gas. It's been a while since we've had a discussion about natural gas. Natural gas has been a primary trend decline for a long time, and basically the bears have been in control of the trend for 26 months, so that's over 2 years. It's produced 154% return. So I guess the question is why are we talking about this? Well, we're talking about it because it's highlighted red. It's in the phase primary trend decline 1. It's that the computer indicates that because the time cycle at 26 weeks is getting fairly extended. It's not red. It can go longer. We can see 27 months, 30 months perhaps, but primary trend decline is the first phase of primary trend decline. So it's primary trend decline 1. There's primary trend decline 2. And so we keep that in the back of our head, especially when energy starts to build. And this is the first stage in the evolution of the trade. The evolution of the trade is broken down into the nibble, the primary trend flip, the alignment and energy phase, or what we call resets, and the primary trend decline. It will start all over again with a nibble when we enter primary trend decline 1 or 2, and a large energy build comes against the downward move. This is a downward primary trend, and this is a bullish energy build at 71 and 15. So the question is how big is that? We're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at these numbers in closer detail. So if you want to click on this link here, it'll pull up a chart that's similar to what I'm going to be opening up here. And we're going to see DI and DI2 for natural gas, and they have been rising fairly sharply. You can see we're way down here, and now we're in the bullish territory. 71 is a bullish energy build, and DI2 is 15. So I don't want to hit the panic button and say, well, this is really a chance to nibble because this can go higher. We can get in general, after a very longward downward move, we're going to have a really strong energy build. For that to happen, both DI is going to have to be above 60, and it's going to have to stay up there for some time. That process will bring DI2 up into this region, or even up as high as here. And that's what's going to be necessary to flip the primary trend that's down. Now the nibble is the first phase. It can be long or short, but it's against a dominant trend in the opposite direction. The dominant trend for natural gas is down. The nibble would be on the long side with a bullish energy build. But I think this bullish energy build would have to get bigger than this. So it's still patience. It might take 3 or 4 months, maybe even more, to get that up and to give the energy build that's necessary to try and flip this downward move that's getting extended. Maybe the downward move, which is in primary trend 1, goes to primary trend 2. We don't know, but this is an opportunity that's evolving and right in front of our eyes. So natural gas, which has probably been counted out many times by the bulls, and probably very few of them are following them anymore, is something that you would want to watch. And it's just a matter of time. We'll talk about it when it flips, and we're going to head back to the matrix. When it's going to do that, it could be several more months, it could be a while. Possible opportunities for price to bottom might be in the May or June time frame. It also could be in the October, November, December time frame here. That's where the seasonalities are down. So it might be a little early to bottom here, but we could get a bottom here. We could get a bottom in 2022. Natural gas is being thrown out the window because it's a unclean fuel apparently in terms of the green energy movement, and as supply dries up all across the United States and other regions, I doubt the fuel is going to go away, which ultimately is going to cut supply. Demand will be relatively strong still because there's a lot of usages for it. One being is heating homes and others is industrial. So if you have a cold winter or cold weather and supply has dwindled, this could be the setup. We could see quite an impressive energy build going into this, but we'll have to be patient. But I think the whole point of having this conversation is this is a time to see finally a nibble. Now, nibble is not something that really gets identified in the phase column. It is something that works against a primary trend decline, which could be up or down. In this case, it's a aging downward trend that's been in place for over 2 years. So this is kind of how the nibble process works. This is full circle. Again, natural gas has started as a nibble. It has moved through the evolution of the trade. Now it's getting into the twilight of this move, and it's going into a primary trend decline. And eventually, it's going to flip the trend in the opposite direction. Perhaps it'll generate a rally that will last more than a couple months, maybe half this time, maybe 12 months. We don't know. But ultimately, if it does do that, it's going to start with a nibble, and a nibble will be generated from a large bullish energy build. So I'll keep you posted to this. We'll keep an eye on it. It's on my list, should be on yours. Keep an eye on natural gas. Try not to follow the headlines too much. A lot of that can be misdirection. We're just going to follow the price and time cycles, and we're going to follow the energy build because that's the basis of the evolution of the trade. If you want to learn more about it, click this link, and I suggest reading and watching the videos in detail. Right now, this is a heads up. There is no play here yet, but if you're short natural gas, it probably is time to start looking for the exit from those positions as it ages here. If you have any questions, let me know. Contact me. I'll write some comments below the video. I'm going to leave this one open for everyone to read, as it will teach another concept within the evolution of the trade. And it's something that takes experience and something that we usually have to, it's not so easy to write about. So hopefully these videos are hitting home and help teach people the concepts that give you trading discipline and helps you remove your ego and self from decision making on a day, weekly, and monthly basis. So thanks for watching the video, and enjoy your trading week.